Hi, I'm Jess Lipman. I work at Shiva Center and I offer support with content and programming. And I'm really excited to talk to you today about impact. This is day 4 of the Giving Tuesday movement. And it's really worth looking at what is the impact of our actions. When we take an action, sometimes we can forget that there's a ripple effect. Um, there's cause and effect that is engaged when we act out in the world, whether it's a subtle action or significant. And so this part is about reflecting on how are the people around us impacted by our actions, um, including ourselves. How are we impacted by the action that we took out in the world? And what's the ripple effect of our actions? To even think about uh, a range of different types of actions, like when you give your money or you spend money, what is the impact of that purchase? Are you buying locally? Are you buying on platforms digitally? Um, and then what is the impact of that? What's the impact of taking an action at work, or saying something to a group of people or an individual? And so it's just worth looking at. So I invite you at this point to review the reflection questions on this page and to look at for yourself, what is the impact of your actions over the last 7 days? Really take note of how people around you have been impacted, maybe even people you who don't see, but who might have been impacted by another person or entity that you had an impact with your actions. And also consider for yourself, how are you impacted by your actions in the last 7 days? So I invite you to explore that, journal about that using those prompts to get some context on the nature of that for yourself. And then the last piece is, we're so grateful that you're a part of the Giving Tuesday movement. We are really um, committed to supporting people who are struggling with addiction, especially during this time in our world during a pandemic. People really need these resources to cultivate a sense of spirituality, community, and recovery. And so we would love to continue doing that and to keep offering these services to people in need. So your support really matters. And we would ask you to please consider offering a donation at any amount that is comfortable in your circumstances. It goes a long way to directly support operations and programming that we offer to people who are struggling with addiction, so that they can really cultivate spirituality, community, recovery, all in one space. So we really appreciate your generosity. Thanks so much for being part of the Giving Tuesday movement and for being a part of Shiva Center in our community.